Hi everyone, my name is Dominique Barbie, and today I'm going to go over some things about goal setting. I know there is a lot of people out there who feel like they may be stuck, or they're trying to get through something in life, or they might be praying and they feel like their prayers aren't being answered, stuff like that, as well as the people who, some people actually do watch motivational things and it's like hype, and they're like, you're going to reach your breakthrough and this is going to happen and your finances are going to be better and this and that, and at the end weeks go by and they're like, when is it going to happen for me? So I'm speaking from a place from the heart, because I've been through a lot of things and I've been to the point where nothing seemed to be working for me, and just a lot of things, and I wondered, when was my struggle going to be over? It wasn't like I was homeless or anything, but I do have 3 kids, and I was basically living paycheck to paycheck, and I knew I had more out there for me. I knew my family deserved more, to the point where my kids would say, can I have this and that? And I couldn't get it, not because I didn't want to, but because I couldn't afford it. So this is for those people out there who also just feel like they just need an extra boost or anything like that. So I'm just going to get going, because I don't want to take too much time going over these things, because I know a lot of people have short attention spans, as you may say, and we're going to get through some things. So the first thing is about goal setting in general. A lot of people have no goals. They just hope and want things to happen. They feel like something is going to fall from the sky, or I don't know where they think this is going to happen from, but they actually don't have any goals. They just know that they might say they might want a car, or they might want a house. They just want it, but they don't actually sit down and figure out how they're going to get it. And so some of the goals that when I had my breakthrough, I started doing, this is when I actually had a breakthrough, and I learned some of these techniques. So I did have to have a spiritual goal for myself, because number one, I do have that spiritual asset now, as opposed to before. I really didn't have so much of a spiritual asset, and basically I had some spiritual goals, whether it was studying the word for a while, for 30 minutes a day at first, or it was just spending more time in general. And then the next goal could be, say for instance, your health goals, like you want to lose weight, or you just feel like you just need to exercise to tone up or something like that. And that for that goal, you have to be specific as well. Another goal that you can work on is your finances, of course, and you have to have like the goal for exactly how much you want and when you want it. Relationship goals, charity goals, business goals, and career goals. And for all of these things, you have to be specific, meaning you have to write them down. Look at them when you wake up and before bed. You have to focus on them daily. And when that happens, a neurological thing happens in your brain where your mind is just going to follow what you're trying to do. And you have to be committed and not just interested. There's a huge difference between being committed and being interested. When you're interested, you just hope something is going to happen. You want it to happen, but you don't do anything to get it. Maybe you're working a job, or you're trying to get more hours in, or however the goal is for your finances, or whatever it is. You just hope it's going to happen. And the difference between that and being committed, when you're committed, you do whatever it takes. You decide in your mind that it is going to happen, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do for it to happen. So with all of these goals, you have to be specific. Most people either don't have goals, or they're not even specific with them. When I say specific, I mean when you want a car, you need to know the color. You need to know, write down when you want it. You need to know all of these things. For your finances, if you want to make $100,000 a year, when do you want to make $100,000 a year? So I mean, you get what I'm saying when I mean be specific and look at them every single day. The next thing is the S plus T plus P factor. S stands for strategy. This means you have to do the right things It's what you need to do to reach your goals. Say for instance, you wanted to lose weight, you need to eat right. Basically, this is just an example depending on what the specific goal is. Now, also you have to work on the tactics. This is how you need to do it. Also, just for example, when you're trying to lose weight, you have to exercise along with it. So that's a tactic. And then the process. Without strategy, you are using hope, meaning you're just hoping it's going to happen and you're doing the same things you do on a daily basis. The process is the system to follow, aka say for instance you have to make 50 calls a day for your job to reach your goals. You have to have a process. Just for example, I'm going to use the Adam situation. When God put Adam on earth, he put him in a garden, meaning that he had everything he needed. So when people are praying and then they hope and they wish and then they don't do what they have to do, Adam, he didn't have a bed, he didn't have a chair. God put it in the trees. So people are just hoping and wishing things fall out the sky when they have everything that they actually need already, but they're not doing the things that they need to do, aka the strategies, the tactics, and the processes. Now, as for their harvest, meaning a lot of people who are broke or whatever the case may be, they think that all the money they have is that's just all they have. They look at it as this is what I have to live off of, versus successful people have that as their seed. They know that's their seed. They invest or they do different things with their money. They make money work for them instead of money, going after money. And now with management, you're not basically going to get the things that you can't handle. If you want a house and then you're ungrateful for the house, the apartment, or whatever it is that you have, how can you be ready for a whole big house that you want? So you have to have management and order in place. So the next thing is the habits. Everything that you do every day is what led you to your current situation. So the things you do every day, and then you're hoping that something is going to happen, like you're going to get more money, that's unrealistic, because insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You're doing the same thing over and over and you're complaining and people are blaming people for other things. I feel if you are a grown person, and then you can't blame anybody for anything. Like, you have a different day. You can't let your past circumstances dictate your future. The habits you have right now are specifically geared towards everything you have right now. So get in the habit of doing things that will move you towards your goals. Write them down and look at them twice or more daily. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer because they do what others don't. That you need to create a winning habit. Do things differently. Wake up, go take a walk, or do things differently to increase your income. As for my example, I'm a network marketer, and I struggled for a long time because I didn't have any goals, strategies, tactics, and processes. So once I found this out and I started goal setting, then I started reaching those crazy, income potential limits. I mean, not limits, but it just got just crazy numbers that people couldn't even imagine. Well, I couldn't even imagine. So now the next thing is your beliefs. Explicit. You can say that with your mouth, or you just hope, or you wish something that you want. You just say like, okay, I'm going to do this. And the implicit is deep down inside your heart, you are certain. You know it. So it must match your goals. For example, you want to make $100,000 per year, but implicitly you only believe that you can make $50,000. So that's not matching with your explicit. To change your beliefs, you must configure your associations, meaning the people you hang around. The people you hang around are the people who you're going to become like. That's why they say birds of a feather flock together. To increase your belief to the potential that you're going to have, you need to start to visualize things happening daily. You need to look at your goals, create a habit of consistency. Consistently look at your goals and do what you have to do. You are smart enough. You are good enough. You deserve success. You need to say these things for those people who may be depressed or whatever it is, or they feel like they can't get out of their situation. You have to emotionalize it. You have to say it out loud. You have to truly believe it. What you think about becomes your reality. Whatever you think about all day long, it becomes your reality. So if you're complaining and you're blaming everything, and you say this is never going to happen for me, that's going to be your reality, as opposed to the person who every day they start visualizing what they're going to be, their success and everything like that. Now, your why. Is it your children? Do you want more than living paycheck to paycheck? Do you want a legacy? Do you want more in life? People who have a big why can figure out a way even if they don't know how. Like, for example, the mother that saved her child who was stuck under a car. She saw her baby underneath a car. Like, something happened. I don't remember exactly, but the mother picked up the car and got her child out. I mean, her why was so big, she did whatever it took. A person who doesn't know how, but has a huge why, they can achieve anything. We all have a purpose. We were not meant to just sit around and suck in life. A lot of people have suck habits, so their life sucks. They don't do anything they should do. So most people who watch this do not do anything, any of these things. A lot of people don't even have goals. So they are hopers. There's no way around it. Your financial situation is directly proportionate to the amount of services you render. There's no such thing as something for nothing. A lot of people want things for free in life. That is their huge problem. They feel like that they deserve this, but they don't have to do this. So the more services that you give people, or whether it's your job or however it is, that's what your financial situation is going to be. So if you know you're working at a job that you feel like you deserve more, that's all you're going to get unless you do something about it. So you just have to be coherent with that. And I just want to share with you with my spiritual journey. I made a prayer journal for myself, and because my life was changed from that whole situation. So I'm just going to read what I wrote in my prayer journal. And I write in my prayer journal all the time because I have high spiritual goals and I have high financial goals for myself and my family. So this book is dedicated to my love for God and all He has done for me. 1 year ago today, I was baptized in the name of Jesus and spoke in tongues for the first time ever. That day, the addiction I had for smoking and other drugs was completely removed. I stopped dancing as well, and I vowed to never go back. The devil was trying to kill me, but my God delivered me from that life. My goal with this journal is to make it fun and happy to spend time with God and His presence daily. I love you so much, and I rebuke every distraction that the devil tries. I am strong in the Lord, and the kingdom of God is within me. I vow to spend more time with you, my Lord, to fast and to learn of your ways. I will never, ever, never, ever, never, ever go back. So that is just what I wrote. And you just have to have a strong why. Coherence, the law of attraction. Every part of your being, consciously and subconsciously, must match. You attract what you need. You don't attract what you need. You attract what you are. Be and own your goal. You have to become the person you want to be. Successful people tune in to goal setting, the strategies, tactics, and processes. They create a winning habit. They consistently work on their beliefs. They have a huge why factor, and they are coherent. Very important. So here's my email, damobarbie@gmail.com, and you can also connect with me on Facebook. If you feel like this was helpful for you, you can definitely contact me if you want to talk a little bit more or anything of that situation. I'm here to help as well. So I hope you found value in this video, and you have a blessed day. Bye.